All right. We are live on Facebook land. I'm just going to grab some information here real quick, see if we can get the comments rolling on this at the exact same time. So I'm just going to take a look and then I'm going to tag some people in the actual post. I want to make sure we get the comments rolling on this at the exact same time. We do have audio. So I'm just going, which is good. Now what I need to do is grab one thing here. I'm going to try to get the video image. Show video URL. Copy this. And I'm going to try to connect so we can actually get the comments rolling on this as well. And we are connected. So what we are going to do, let me do a couple of things there. Hi Bill, how you doing? I'm going to bring this down just a little bit so we don't see all the comments, but I'll at least be able to see one every once in a while. That way it'll catch my eye. Because once I start getting into this, it's going to be, I'm just going to be getting into it quite heavily. And so I'm tagging a couple of people right now who requested to be tagged. And we'll just see how this goes. And we'll just see everything that goes on here. They have been tagged. Now, I am doing this pretty exclusively just for Society 11, just to let you know that. I'm not outputting this to every other page. Looks good. Thanks, Rob. By the way, just to let you know, the actual service that I am using for the comments, as well as the YouTube trick that I did the other day, is done by a piece of software called Streamlabs, streamlabs.com, and it's totally free, and you can use it at any time, and you can show the comments right here on the screen. I'm using XSplit, and it's an actual plugin inside of XSplit for me to use. So we'll get that going, and like I said, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes to verify we have the people on here that was wanting me to tag them. So I'm just going to go through a couple of things. So, how you been, Rob? Haven't seen you in a while. You been busy? Yes, XSplit is PC software. Awesome. Doing good. That's good news. Good news. All right. So what it is I came across some training, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? I've seen quite a few trainings about how to get 10,000 subscribers, and her pitch was within 72 hours. And I'm like, that's kind of stretching it, but I was also wanting to know exactly the steps, how to use it. So I've done this a couple of times, and there are some side benefits, and I'm going to get into that here in a little bit. So yes, 10,000 likes to your actual Facebook page is exactly what this is about, and this is going to help you get your page noticed. Matter of fact, I'm going to come over to Crowley.link, and this is the actual page that I have done it on at this point in time. Let me minimize myself down here. There we go. So you should be able to see more of the screen, and I'm just down here in the corner. So let me come over to Crowley.link. And let me grab that thing real quick. I'm going to copy the comments. Come come over here, paste. Okay. There we go. So now the comment should be on the screen here as well. So what I've done is right here on my page, if I come over to my manage ads, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with them at this point in time. And then you can see the costs that I've been doing, the number of clicks, the performance, full 9 yards. So I'm going to come over to ad sets. There we go. So I started this on October 26th. That was the first day I started actually using this tactic. And I set up my actual ad exactly as I was taught. And as you see, I am getting 1 cent per page likes. I've got about almost 6,000 page likes, and the amount spent was $80. So it's a little bit more than a penny per, but it was definitely there. This one is 4,300 page likes for 51. So it's a little bit cheaper than the original one, but it is there as well. So, and you can also tell that these are converting extremely well because the reach is the number of people that it actually reaches, and then of course your results. So I'm getting better than 50%. It's almost 60% conversion using this simple tactic. And I just couldn't believe it. I was blown away by the results. And it is definitely something that I'm going to start incorporating more and more into my business, especially if you're working for smaller companies and they want to get their page out known. What I'm going to start teaching, you're going to immediately say, well, that's not going to help them. It will, because of some mentality issues, and I'm going to go over all of that as well. Let me check something here. So I've tagged them. Let me do one more thing. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back on this again. Just had an email come in, had to check it real quick. That's one of the disadvantages of doing things live. It's just the way things work, unfortunately, sometimes. Okay. So working on this, we can actually see that the results are there. We can actually see things are going on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right back over to another page of mine, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. And in order for me to walk you through it step by step, we're either going to have a couple of lives, or you're going to have to use some imagination. And I think having a few lives is probably going to be the better idea. So what I'm going to do is, from your actual homepage inside of Facebook, you can click where it says Pages. And you're going to see where it says Your Pages at the very top. You can click on it, and it's going to give a list of all of the pages that you are working with. You can see that I have Crowley.link right there. And if I come down, I have IMJV product launch page. So I'm going to grab this one. This is the next one that I'm going to build up the actual interaction for. So the minute I come here, we're going to notice where it says Advertise Your Business. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and I'm going to see where it says Promote Your Page. You're welcome, Michael, by the way. And then it's going to come up with this particular setup here. And it's going to walk you through how to set up your budget, your location, your creative, full 9 yards. By default, Facebook uses your header information that you have inside of the page. We are not going to be using that. We're going to head over to Canva, or you're going to head over to Usign, anything like that, because what we're going to do is we're going to create an actual Facebook cover. It's right there on top, Facebook cover. I'm just clicked on it. And we're going to make it as simple as possible. And what we're going to do is the background, we're going to choose a decent color, and you could choose a color for the season, doesn't matter, because what we're going to do is we're going to be putting in a 4 or 5 word quote that has to deal with your particular niche that you're wanting to build the page up for. Now, how are you going to find those 4 or 5 word quotes? Right through Google. And best 5 or 6 word quotes, best 3 or 4 word quotes, simple quotes. That's all we're looking for. We're looking for things that are going to be tying into our particular niche. And so you could just look through. Success demands singleness of purpose. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want that one. So I'm going to click on text. I'm going to click on subheading. And I'm just going to be pasting in this particular quote. And the minute I do this, you're going to be asking, well, doesn't this take more than the 20% or any type of text-only rule? No. Because if you choose the actual subheading size, it's the perfect size. It's not more than what Facebook will allow. And it's simple. It is a simple little thing. You could change the font size if you want to, or the actual font. If you want something a little bit, a little bit more bold, you can do that. Anything that you want to. However, I'm just going to do that because that, I like the looks of that. That just looks good to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download this. You can download it as a PNG, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and download. And it is now saving it. And there it is. So I'm just going to show in folder. And come back over here. And I'm going to upload. And it is in my downloads. So there it is. Open. Now you're going to notice that the actual image changes. However, it does not change the header information on my particular Facebook page. Keep that in mind. This does not change your header information. It just puts this quote there. That's it. So, and it's for this particular ad only. So this is what we're also going to be changing right here on top. And we can do click like page if you agree. That's it. Nothing else. Click like page if you agree. There's nothing gigantic, huge difference, but that's it. The ad creative is done. You're just giving them a direction, and that's it. Now, the audience that we're going to be doing is going to be a little bit of work that we need to do here, because we're actually going to be changing the actual target audience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit edit, and we are going to look for a particular group of people. So as soon as that comes up, sometimes Facebook is slow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that we are still live. Awesome. Thanks, Amber. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the United States. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do worldwide. We are opening this up for everyone because we're going to be segmenting it down just a little bit more. And we'll just so now that we are going to have, all right, One of the things that you're going to be looking at is these are the actual interests of your page. Yeah, we could send you some pixie dust. We could definitely do it. No, there's nothing magical here. This is just test, repeat, do. Test, repeat, do. It is nothing more than that. So our targeting is wide open, all locations, worldwide. Done. We are not changing the actual detailed targeting for the page. You set this up whenever you created the page. If you start changing it now, your ad cost is going to go up. You don't need to change that. What you can do right now is we're going to exclude some people. And what we're going to do is, let me cancel out of this because it works a little bit better in one other location. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose promote for right now. Leave this as is. I'm going to go into my ad manager and make the other changes. It's a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and click close. And come over to manage ads. Click on my name because that's who I am. Bum, 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 bum. Facebook. Anyway. Today's sponsor is McDonald's. Okay, now it's coming up. Okay, so this is our actual campaign. These are the ad sets. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and edit the actual ad. And we're going to come back up to the budget here in just a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear out the United States as soon as it allows me to. There we go. So there it is, worldwide. Now, there is one thing that we are going to be doing, and that is going to be excluding some countries. Now, you're going to start freaking out on me. Why are we excluding the United States? Well, we're not just going to be excluding them. Everyone in Canada, I'm sorry, we're excluding you too. United Kingdom, we're going to be exclude you too. And Australia. You want to know why? You guys are expensive. Your ads, having ads in your country is extremely expensive. So in order for us to get to the 10,000 likes and start getting herd mentality going, we have to exclude Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and the United States. Those are the 4 most expensive countries. They got to go for right now. Just for right now. Keep that in mind. Any questions about that portion? Awesome. So right now my reach is 87 million people. There is one thing that I'm going to do here. English. So it's going to reduce it down to 40 million. Why? I want them to be able to understand a little bit about my page as well. So granted, I'm reaching worldwide, but I'm reducing it down by language and by my interests. I'm removing United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia. Now, everything else is still there. It's still looking for viral marketing, digital marketing, online advertisement, social media marketing. That's what it's looking for. So with this, One other thing that we're going to do is don't schedule an end date. We're just going to let it run until I turn it off or pause it. It helps with pricing, trust me. So once we have this, we have our ad set name, we have our ad completed, we have our targeting done. One more thing that we need to do is change our budget to $20 a day. The reason why you want to do $20 a day is if you can get to 1,000 or 2,000 clicks within 24 hours, which you can do, then you can go ahead and continue on to the next step. With my current testing, the prices have increased a little bit. Hey Gareth, what's going on? Hope you like my little comment section I have on here on the actual Facebook Live as well. It shows up inside of XSplit so I can see exactly what everyone's saying as well. Makes life a little bit easier for me. So I'm setting the daily budget to 25 for me, because what you're wanting to do is get at least 2,000 likes from this in the first 24 hours. So if I raise the daily budget up a little bit to 25, that's definitely going to get me to the 2,000 likes within the first 24 hours. And then I'm going to be actually able to go on to the next step, because I'm going to give you the steps, and the steps are simple. We're going to create this ad, we're going to run it for 24 hours, and it has to reach at least 2,000 likes. Then we're going to make a duplicate of this exact same ad. We're going to run it for 24 hours as well. So we have this one, the first day, at least 2,000 likes. We have tomorrow, we're going to do the change. We're going to add the actual secondary ad, and then, yes. The topics right now does not change the actual cost at this point in time. What it is we're opening it up, and Facebook charges on supply and demand. The most high demanding countries at this point in time are those four. You reduce that demand and you take a little bit of the secondary information or the secondary customers, tier 2 customers, if you want to get down to it, and say, I'll take their traffic. Why not? It's just supply and demand. We're feeding into Facebook's a little bit greed here, and they're willing to charge more for United States, Canada, Australia, and UK as opposed to the rest of the world. Okay, I'll go after the rest of the world. As you see, my potential reach is 40 million people. That's still a huge reach. And if I can get them to start liking my page for a penny each, yeah, because I'm also reducing it down that they have to speak English, as well as my other targeted interests. This is one of the things that definitely helps quite a bit. So what they're saying is my reach is going to be between 15,000 and 75,000. Page likes between 260 and 1,300. My testings actually showed that I'm going to be getting 50% of the reach for likes. Historically, that's what I've been getting, 50. My Crowley.link, it was 60%. So that's, what you're looking at is reach, and then the conversion is the likes. Reach is the number of people that see it. The likes are the actual ones that convert. The beautiful part is Facebook does some really nice stuff for us, because we're going to scroll down here. We're going to do automatic placements. We're actually going to edit this just for a minute. But what they're doing is anyone who has liked your page, they're not going to see the ad again. So every single time that the ad's used, the most that someone's going to see it is maybe 2 times and then click like. That's the actual statistics that it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a couple of things here. You can do right column if you want, but my research is also finding out that a lot of the rest of the world just uses Facebook on their phones. So right column is not an option on a phone. Get rid of it. You don't need it. So that is one of the other things. Also, it's not going to show up on Instagram or any of the other ones. So that was the only thing that we needed to remove. Get rid of right column. Don't need it. We're wanting to get our people to come to our page. We're wanting them to like it. It's the whole idea. So now that we have the changes made, we have our budget set, we have our ad created, the ad set's done. I'm going to click on confirm and close. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to come back over to our friend Canva, and we're also going to go to our page that we're working on. So let me come back over here, mark all as red, and go to my personal news feed. And I'm going to go to the actual page that I was doing the ad on. Hey, there I am. I got 8 watchers. There's 8 people watching me. Woohoo! So now we're going to go over to your pages. And then I'm going to scroll down because I'm going to go to the actual page that I'm working on. IMJV product launch page. If you've been in Society 11 for the past week, you've learned that we need to change this cover to something that's engaging. Because if someone comes over to my page, I want to give an offer right here that they cannot refuse. Because this page itself, if you click on it, now we have a description area that we can add information and do a sales bit. So we can actually do click here to download 7 ways to promote your product or earn money online. Any enticing offer. We need to have that enticing offer. And I'll show you what I did with Crowley.link here real quick. Because what I'm looking to do, now where'd it go? There it is. Right here. Winning steps to making a living online by using compelling social media. Click now for access. They click on this. What I'm wanting them to do is engage in my Facebook group. So this is what I'm doing right here. Now they can click on that and request access to the Facebook group. That's what I'm doing right here. You can have an actual link to your actual web page. You can have a link to a squeeze page that can log in, go over to your Facebook bot, anything. This is real estate people are leaving behind. You got to use it. You have to use this. If you're not using it, you're losing some engagement with your customers. So this is it. This is the beginning steps. All I have to do now is wait for Facebook to say, yay, we like your ad and approve it. And usually they do it without any issue because the text is small. I'm got a decent sized budget. The market that I'm looking at is, of course, worldwide. I've got 40 million potential reach. They're going to say absolutely. And the rate that I'm going to be paying is around a penny each. So that is it. Any other questions before we stop this one? And then tomorrow we'll pick it up again. We're actually going to continue on with step 2. This isn't, like I said, I'm going to do these live and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing. So I'm spending money showing you guys how to do this. I'm going to be spending probably close to $100 doing this. So use this information. Yes, absolutely. You definitely want to test this out. Because it can help you. Here's one of the things that you can use it for. Smaller mom and pop organizations, you want to build up their page, you can do this for them. And you can go ahead and do the 10,000 page herd mentality. When people go to the Dr. Giangiacomo spinal alignment guy, the chiropractor, you could say, wow, he's got 10,000 people liking his page. I'm liking it too. boom, that gets them to start getting information. As well as if someone has liked your page, further ads for them are going to be cheaper. It allows you to retarget them cheaper because they've liked your page. This is the whole idea of this, being able to reutilize all of this together, because Facebook is not a one and done type advertisement system. You advertise and you re-advertise and you re-advertise. It's the whole idea of this. So should be about the same time tomorrow, depending upon my daytime schedule. So I appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're just going to keep on going. So until tomorrow, and I will talk to you all later. I appreciate it. Take care.